A book published in 1936 still sells 250,000 copies every year.
Wait, that's almost a century ago.
That's nearly 90 years of continuous success.
How is that even possible?
Because the lessons are about human nature, not trends. And human nature hasn't changed one bit.
What book is that?
How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
I've heard of it.
Today we're breaking down the 7 timeless principles that make people effortlessly like you. Welcome to Dialogue Insights. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake.
Today we're diving into Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Yeah, I've heard of this book so many times. But isn't it just about being nice to people?
That's what most people think. But it's actually a systematic approach to understanding human psychology.
How so? Exactly.
Carnegie discovered that people are driven by emotion, not logic. We're wrapped in pride and prejudice.
Right, that sounds harsh.
It's just reality. Even Al Capone saw himself as a public benefactor.
The gangster?
Exactly. We all rationalize our actions to maintain a positive self-image.
So the book teaches you how to work with that reality?
Precisely. Let's break down the 7 timeless principles. First, why do some people effortlessly build influence while others struggle?
Yeah, I've wondered that. I know smart people who can't get anyone to listen to them.
That's because intelligence doesn't equal influence.
What does?
Understanding what people truly crave.
Which is?
The desire to feel important. It's the deepest urge in human nature.
Really? Deeper than hunger?
Carnegie says people crave appreciation more than money, food, or sleep.
That seems extreme.
Mark Twain said he could live for 2 months on a good compliment.
So if you make people feel important, they'll like you?
If it's genuine, yes. The key word is genuine.
What's the difference between genuine appreciation and flattery?
Flattery is telling someone what they want to hear. Appreciation is noticing what's actually true and worth recognizing. Let's start with principle 1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain.
Ever, really?
Carnegie says criticism is useless. It puts people on the defensive and wounds their pride.
But what if someone makes a mistake?
Understand why they did what they did instead of condemning them.
Yeah, that's hard.
It is. But it's the foundation of influence.
So give me an example.
Imagine a team member misses a deadline.
My first instinct would be to tell them they screwed up.
And they'd immediately get defensive.
True.
Instead, ask what challenges they faced.
Oh, so you're understanding their perspective first.
Exactly. Principle 2. Give honest and sincere appreciation.
How is that different from just saying thanks?
It's specific and heartfelt.
Example?
Instead of good job, say, the way you handled that client's objection was brilliant. You noticed exactly what they said and how it solved the problem.
That feels more meaningful.
Because it is. You're not just checking a politeness box. You're genuinely acknowledging their effort. Principle 3. Become genuinely interested in other people.
Not interesting, but interested?
Exactly. Most people try to make themselves look good.
And that backfires, right?
Always. People care about themselves, not you.
That sounds cynical.
It's just human nature. If you want to be liked, ask about them.
What do I ask?
Principle 4. Be a good listener. Encourage them to talk about themselves.
So you just let them ramble?
No, actively listen. Ask follow-up questions.
Like what?
If they mention a project, ask what challenges they faced.
That shows you're paying attention.
Right. Principle 5. Talk in terms of the other person's interests.
Even if I don't care about those things?
You care about connecting with them, right?
True.
Then find out what matters to them and engage with it.
What's principle 6?
Make the other person feel important, and do it sincerely.
How do you do that without sounding fake?
Remember their name. It's the sweetest sound in any language.
I'm terrible at remembering names.
Then practice. It's one of the simplest ways to show respect. Principle 7. Win people to your way of thinking without creating enemies.
Well, that sounds impossible.
It's not. The key is avoiding arguments.
What if you disagree with someone?
Show respect for their opinion. Never say, "You're wrong."
Even if they are wrong?
Especially then. If you're wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically.
I mean, that feels vulnerable.
It is. But it disarms the other person.
How so?
If you criticize yourself first, they have nothing to attack.
And then?
Begin in a friendly way. Let them do most of the talking.
And let them feel the idea is theirs?
Exactly. People support what they create. Let's talk about how to apply these principles as a leader.
Because criticizing people is a big part of management, right?
It shouldn't be.
Then how do you correct mistakes?
Begin with praise and honest appreciation.
The classic sandwich approach?
Not quite. The sandwich method feels manipulative.
How is this different?
You're genuinely acknowledging what they do well before addressing the issue.
And then?
Call attention to mistakes indirectly.
How?
Use and instead of but.
What's the difference?
But negates everything before it.
Give me an example.
You did a great job on the presentation, but the data was wrong.
That feels like the praise was fake.
Exactly. Now try. You did a great job on the presentation, and the data needs a quick update.
That feels collaborative.
Because it is. Next, talk about your own mistakes before criticizing theirs.
Why?
It makes you relatable.
I tried this approach with my team last month. So I'd say I used to struggle with data accuracy too.
Perfect. Then ask questions, instead of giving direct orders.
Like what?
What do you think would improve the data section?
So they come up with the solution?
And they're more committed to it.
What if they don't come up with the right answer?
Guide them with more questions.
That takes patience.
It does. But it builds better teams.
Any other leadership tips?
Let the other person save face.
Meaning?
Don't embarrass them, especially in public.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And praise every improvement. Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise.
That's a quote from the book?
Yes. Catch people doing things right, not wrong.
Yeah, this all sounds great in theory, but doesn't it feel manipulative?
Only if you're being insincere.
How do I know if I'm being sincere?
Ask yourself, am I doing this to genuinely connect or to get something?
That's a fine line.
It is. But Carnegie emphasizes you must do it sincerely.
Okay, what if I try these principles and they don't work?
They won't work on everyone.
Why not?
Some people are too cynical or defensive.
So what do I do?
Accept that you can't win everyone over.
Well, that's honest.
But you'll dramatically improve most of your relationships.
I've noticed this even with simple things like remembering names.
Exactly. There's a client I met once who felt so valued just because I asked about their kid.
Oh, that's a perfect example.
Right. And anyway, that's why names matter so much. They're the first step of that genuine interest.
Which principle is the hardest to apply?
Avoiding criticism.
Why?
Because we're wired to judge.
And the easiest?
Smiling. It costs nothing, but creates so much. Let's recap. Don't criticize, give genuine appreciation, and show interest in others.
Be a good listener, talk about their interests, and make them feel important.
And win people to your thinking without creating enemies.
These principles are simple but not easy.
That's why the book is still relevant 90 years later.
Human nature doesn't change.
Exactly. Thanks for listening.
If you found this helpful, subscribe for more insights on timeless principles.